Okay, good afternoon, everyone. We'll just start the ball rolling here with our information session. I know there'll be a few people joining as we're going. If you have any questions on the way through, if you can put it into the Q&A section, and we might be able to answer it live. And if we can't, we can also address it during our Q&A portion of this webinar. Today we're going to be talking about the UCD Professional Cert in Digital Facility Layout Planning. And I suppose to kind of give an introduction to this, we're kind of talking about this in the context of the EU Year of Skills. Now, it was launched in June 23, so we're still within that Year of Skills up until May 24. But the main aim for that is to, I suppose, give fresh impetus to lifelong learning, which is critical across all sectors, all industries that need to keep upskilling and not be afraid to kind of go back and learn new things as well. It's pretty much all across Europe and all across every sector that workforces need new skills to kind of keep up with technology, but also just to keep up with changes within their own company. So in order to either, stay at a steady state, but also plan on growing in the future, upskilling is one of the key requirements for this. And it's not just a case of bringing in new people, it's a case of training the people that are there and making sure they keep their jobs as technology evolves. And this kind of mindset change has really been pushed at an EU level, but then at national level through a lot of the funding initiatives that are going on at the moment. And one of these funding initiatives is the Advanced Centre. We were funded under the HCI Pillar 3 initiative, which focuses on Irish industry future skills needs. And we started in 2020, and it's a consortium of UCD, Atlantic Technical University, and TU Dublin. And the aim for the Advanced Centre, along with the other HCI projects, is to offer flexible upskilling and reskilling options for learners who are out in the workforce already. So not your graduates, but people who are, I suppose, out working and want to try and upskill in a part-time way. The Advanced Centre is mostly focused on digital transformation, and the range of modules we have available then are between the kind of level 6 and level 9. So that's kind of graduate all the way up to master's level. I suppose it's not quite CPD, even though it is CPD. The difference being this is credit bearing. This is accredited. The universities are delivering the content. If you enroll, you are enrolled as a student. It's not a one-day workshop. You're doing a full module within a program. So you've got your 12 weeks of learning, and it follows the normal semester timing. So September and January will be your main entry times. There is some summer availability for some of the online modules, and that's just a case of checking. In terms of our 11 thematic areas, I think I've highlighted the wrong one there, but digital manufacturing is the one that this professional cert sits under. And we have 11 industry partners who are kind of guiding the offerings, so making sure that our themes are relevant for industry. In terms of what we mean by flexible learning or making learning flexible for people, it's kind of giving people that pathway option. So you may have heard in recent months or in the last year about micro-credentials. So micro-credentials is like taking a module from a master's program and you can take it on its own. Or if you think of a subject you did as a graduate and just doing that one subject. So you don't have to sit down and do the full masters in one sitting or sign up to the whole thing. It's taking that individual module, getting that skill, and you have your credits for that. The credits bit is actually very important then if you take another module and another module. And as you start building up these credits, you can then maybe apply to use them for a certificate. or a diploma, and even eventually a master's. So it's that kind of flexible approach where you can keep on adding your learning together to get the award. And I think this information session will talk a little bit to that flexible pathway, because that's kind of how this is structured. It's you take a module, you add the next one, and that builds you towards the certificate. The main aim for these types of modules is that they're online, or at least blended, so you've kind of mostly online delivery. Sometimes then there can be in-class sessions for labs or collaboration work, but all this detail is available in the course descriptors. In terms of the info session today, I've done my intro to the Advanced Centre. We're going to introduce Pezhman, and he's going to talk about the Professional Cert program, and just, I suppose, give an introduction to the ins and outs. Kubra is going to then come in as a student who's already been through the program, and give a bit of information for what that's like. And then Hamid is going to talk about the EIT Manufacturing, which is kind of a European-wide project. And within that, then the SkillsMove project, which again, this cert sits into. So I'm going to stop sharing now. But look, if you have any questions around the modules, even the course itself, you can either get on to us directly through info@advancedcentre.ie. All the courses are listed on that website, and also there's going to be details in Pezhman's slides around where to get the information for the cert specifically. So I'll stop sharing and I will introduce Pezhman.
Okay, thanks very much, Barry. Pezhman here. Thanks everybody for joining. I will be sharing my screen now in a minute. Okay, so you should be able to see my screen. So again, thanks for attending this info session. So this is an info session or info day about, as Barry mentioned, UCD Professional Certificate in Digital Manufacturing. I'm Pezhman Ghadimi, the director of this UCD program. I'm part of the School of Mechanical and Materials Engineering in University College Dublin, Ireland. A bit about the content of my presentation. So I will be talking about the program overview and the outcomes, the structure of the program, the potential career opportunities for a learner who enrolls and completes this program, the entry requirements, and the tuition fees. So a bit about where this program was originated first before going into the more details. So this program was funded, was part of a funded project by EIT Manufacturing, European Institute of Innovation and Technology, or EIT Manufacturing, who have kind of funded the project, a one-year project. As part of the project, we had to, it was proposed to, kind of delve into digital facility layout planning and be able to develop learning paths or content related to these fields to upskill or reskill the engineering workforce in manufacturing. And one of the outcomes of the project was to develop an accredited program with UCD, where now we are at so the UCD Professional Certificate in Digital Facility Layout Planning. So basically, before going into the details, the main question is, why is digital facility layout planning essential? So simply put, it is basically essential because we need to optimize the use of space and resources that we have available in our manufacturing or service facility. As an industrial practitioner, which some of you may be at the moment in your current role, you may be involved with facility layout planning in many ways. You may be a production planner, you may be a system integrator, or a quality analyst, or even a manufacturing kind of operator, an operator that is doing some assembly task or kind of dealing with a machine or a robotic cell, for example. So by using digital tools such as simulation-based tools, immersive reality, motion capture systems, the industrial practitioners or engineers or managers within manufacturing organizations, they can design, test, and modify the realistic and productive layouts. And that's basically what this professional certificate is about. So professional certificate in digital facility layout planning will basically help you to acquire the knowledge that I just mentioned and understand how to do layout planning in an optimal manner, but also in a digital manner. So it's in a digital environment. So the outcome of the program, it is basically fourfold. So the first one is the learners who register for this program or complete this program will be able to understand the theory of facility layout planning, anything related to including, let's say, robotic cell layout design principles and safety considerations. Should be able to plan and design productive layouts with considering different performance indicators such as time, delivery time, productivity, machine efficiency, and so on, and then also be able to kind of upskill or reskill their digital skills. So it's not just about the theoretical content, but also you will be exposed to some cloud-based digital optimization tools that will help you to upskill or reskill your digital skills as well, which is a key transition. And then also to be able to apply the knowledge that you have learned as part of this program onto a real world problem. But how you can get to all of these will be kind of explained in the next slide, where I'm going to talk about the structure of the program. So the professional certificates in digital facility layout planning and optimization, it is consisted of 10 credits, or in other words, 2 modules, each worth 5 credits. These modules will be offered in the autumn or spring trimester. So in other words, you can opt into a September or January start for this program. So you as a learner of this professional cert will be able to complete both modules in an online and remote format. And that is one of the kind of, let's say, key points in this program, where both modules that are included in this program, they are delivered fully online and flexible, in a flexible manner, where all learners, being industrial practitioners or somebody that has already some other kind of work-related duties to do and cannot really sit in a classroom type timetable every week, the modules that are part of this program, they're delivered fully online and through a platform which is called SkillsMove, and it is managed by EIT Manufacturing, as I mentioned. So the content of the first module, which is both of these modules, by the way, are delivered by the School of Mechanical and Materials Engineering at UCD. The first module, which is called Digital Facility Layouts, Planning and Optimization, it's a prerequisite to the second one. So that means you won't be able to complete the second one without obviously doing and completing and accomplishing the first one. So this first module will be kind of delivered in the first trimester of your enrollment, and the second one would be in the second trimester. But the first module, it is basically consisted of 3 main or major topics. So the first one would be the facility layout planning theory and commonly used techniques. The second topic would be, again, facility layout planning, focusing on robotics and machinery safety. And also the third one would be about introducing and demonstrating a cloud-based decision support system, a collaborative system that can help you lay out your facility in a digital environment. Obviously, you will receive skills related to this topic, and you're not bound really to that software that you're going to learn as part of this module. Any other softwares, they potentially will be kind of doing the similar end objective, but it is also I suppose it would be a good practice to be exposed to a software in this area that can help you do all of these plannings in a digital environment. And that's where the kind of the digital transition will come into play. You will be involved to that software, and the digital environment, and without potentially knowing too much about different simulation-based algorithms or optimization algorithms, you will be able to use the platform to perform the planning. And last but not least, as I mentioned before, these two modules will be delivered in two separate trimesters. So the first one in the first trimester of your enrollment, and the second one in the second trimester. So the second module would be it's called practical case applications, and that's where you will be kind of trying to, as a learner or somebody that is registered for this program, you will be given the opportunity to work on a real world problem. So there are a few options. The first one, and the kind of most preferred one, I would say, if you're currently enrolled or kind of currently have a engineering or manufacturing role that has to do with facility layout planning, then the best would be to scope out a project related to your current activities, and apply what you've learned during the first module on that project. And that and as part of it, you will be able to apply the theory that you've learned onto the actual problem that you're currently dealing with, and as part of the second module. So you will be assigned an academic supervisor. Depending on your project type, you may want to also have an industry advisor, but overall, you will be asked to deliver reports and presentation and so on as part of the second module. So the assessment components of the first module, again, they're all online and on a self-paced. So there won't be any timetables. It's all fully flexible online through SkillsMove. There are online quizzes, different online activities, interacting activities that are embedded into the SkillsMove platform for this first module. And there would be just a final interview by the module coordinator to double check your understanding and acquired knowledge as part of the first module. So both of them are pass or fail type module. So if you pass the first one, you will move on to the second module, which is the case application. Career opportunities, obviously, that is quite important. So there are two, I would say, kind of broken them down into short-term and long-term opportunities. The short-term opportunities are basically, or the advantage of this short-term advantage of this professional certificate would be educating you as current or future manufacturing workforce to design or redesign different manufacturing or even service type facilities if you're involved in service type companies. So as I mentioned in the beginning, if your current role is as a production planner or system integrator, quality analyst, continuous improvement analyst, process engineer, all of those roles, you will be involved, or you will be in some way, dealing with some level of facility layout planning for establishing a new layout, new manufacturing line or assembly line, or redesigning currently an existing one. So the short-term opportunities would be that you can upskill or reskill yourself in that area by accomplishing this professional certificates. And in a long term, participating in this professional certificate would increase your digital capabilities. As I said, apart from the theoretical content, you will be also exposed to some digital environments, which is all in line with Industry 4 strategies. As I said, this professional certificate was developed as part of a European project, so all of those strategies are built in. So it makes you, as a learner or somebody that has accomplished this accredited professional certificate, a quite attractive candidate for the manufacturing job market. If you're looking into kind of advancing in a new company or a role in this area, doing this professional certificate in the long term will give you that competitive edge or advantage. So last but not least, the interview requirements. Well, a Bachelor of Science in a degree with a minimum of 180 CTS credits is the minimum requirements. Different engineering disciplines are kind of would be eligible to be registered or enrolled to this program: mechanical engineering, electronics, computer, IT, industrial engineering, manufacturing. So as I said, anybody that is involved in some way in manufacturing that has to do, as part of the job, has to do something with establishing a new, let's say, a robotic cell, robotic line, or automated line that needs to do some layout planning, this professional certificate would be the way to go. But apart from these base interview requirements, other STEM-related disciplines will be also considered on a case-by-case basis by looking at your CV. So, for example, if you're from mathematics background, but you are currently working in manufacturing environments, you can also apply, and will be considered on a case-by-case basis, looking at your different kind of roles that you had, or your previous or current job positions that you are involved in. So feel free to send us an email if you have that kind of questions about eligibility. You can apply through UCD Apply system or application system. I suppose this presentation potentially can be shared, or the link to the UCD application system at the very least can be shared with all of you. So you can see, kind of find out more information about this professional certificate, and also a link to the application system on this UCD webpage, which is dedicated to this professional cert. And then finally, the tuition fees. There are two sets of tuition fees. The first one is related to the EU applicants. So if you're from the EU or related countries, would be 120 per credit. So it would be 10 credits. So it would be 1,200. And then for non-EUs would be 2,000 for the full program, or on this professional certificate, which is a 10 credit accredited program by UCD. Okay, so that's basically all that I wanted to cover. As Barry mentioned, feel free to ask questions in the chat, or later on by sending us an email to me or other people on this panel. So that's all from me. Back to you, Barry.
Okay, that's great. Thanks, Pezhman, for that. We might actually keep you on here, Pezhman, and I'll just invite Kubra to join us, and we'll ask her some questions about, I suppose, having been through the program. I suppose get the student perspective as well, which is quite important. So thanks for joining us, Kubra. I suppose the first thing is, maybe can you give us a little bit about your background and what got you interested in this cert?
Yeah, thanks so much for joining me. Hi everyone, I am Kubra. It's too great to be here with you. Just to edit myself in this panel. I started with the bachelor degree in industrial engineering to understand how industries operate, and then I continue with the Business of Administration's master degree, because I would like to support my industrial manufacturing aspect to business aspect. Since 2021, I have been pursuing in PhD in UCD, and it's been a quiet journey. My research topic is a bit pretty fascinating. It's about reverse logistic process in the context of vehicle routing problem. My aim is to finding the suitable and sustainable solution to manage the how to return product easily. Yeah, that's all.
Okay, thank you. Mrs. Pezhman.
Yeah, so thanks very much, Kubra. Just a little bit, thanks for introducing yourself. So about the learning paths that you have done on the skills move. So we want to hear more a little bit about it. I think you have done all three learning paths that were developed on skills move, right?
Yeah. I would like to talk about the first two learning path, especially because it's about the manufacturing facility optimization aspect. It was really excellent, making the learning with engaging and easy to understand. It started with the basic concept of the facility layout problem, basic definition, basic terms, and then continue with the optimize the whole system. And then the platform introduced us digital tools and some cloud-based tools, which makes the learning process is really easy and understandable for everyone. And also I like to platform the step-by-step feature, which enable us to taking us from the initial planning to the analysis of optimization part. It enables us the technical part to form more understandable. And also there are lots of assignment and tests in the system, in the platform. The only negative things I would say about this problem in this platform, maybe more tests and more assignment would be better for the increasing the practicability of the platform. In short, I would say that the platform is really effective for anyone who upskill their skills in the manufacturing process optimization.
That's great. Thanks very much. I suppose to kind of follow on a little bit from that question and some of the information Pezhman gave on the program. So you talk about the theoretical side. How easy is it to bring it then to the applied or the application, which is kind of the case study really?
Yeah, and the platform focused on the cloud-based facility layout planning software was crucial because it's connecting the theoretical part and practice part. It's kind of the bridge. It allowed us to apply theoretical concept in the real life scenarios by using some simulation, some cloud-based platform. For this, thanks to this platform, we can observe how the real world case study works. It is available part of the course because before starting the working environment, we can observe the real scenario by means of this platform.
That's great, thank you. And I suppose I'm going to ask Pezhman a question and then maybe get the learner to give their feedback. But with, let's say, a single module, so what you do during a semester, how many hours is that typically for the learner, just for the kind of, I suppose, videos, assignments, and is there any extra effort? So just to kind of give people a feel for how long it takes.
Yeah, thanks very much, Barry. Yes, the first module, which is the kind of the module related to all the required knowledge or theoretical skills that the learners need to acquire. So in terms of the videos, or in terms of the kind of use of the SkillsMove platform to get those knowledge, around 6 hours would be would be fine. But it just depends on how fast or how slow they want to kind of move on this SkillsMove. But it's self-paced, so everybody, so learners can potentially do it on their free time. But minimum 6 hours just for the content. But of course, there would be self studies and maybe extra content that they need to kind of learn themselves. Again, at the beginning of the module coordinator will have potentially an online session, kind of briefing everybody about what are the potential extra studying contents that the learners should do, apart from what they will get on SkillsMove. But the kind of the core that they need to, core hours that they need to spend would be about 6 hours minimum, to 6 to about 8 hours. But there would be some other materials that the learners would be instructed to study on a kind of self-base for the first module. And Kubra, thanks very much, Barry. So Kubra, you mentioned about more case studies. And as part of the SkillsMove platform, you're right. So within the SkillsMove for the first module, there are a few case studies that are built in. But the idea for the second module is that with the knowledge that the learners will acquire by doing the first module on a SkillsMove, they will be able to scope out a kind of more realistic case application, and hopefully be able to master the skills in terms of the employing or deploying the knowledge and the platform, the cloud-based platform on a real world problem. So hopefully within the second module, they can kind of learn more about the practical side of things, apart from the stuff that they will learn in the first module. Thanks very much.
All right, thank you. So I suppose, Kubra, is that similar to your experience?
Sorry?
Is that similar to your experience then, having been the student?
Yeah. In the future, I would like to recommend my future student to register this platform, because it will get opportunity to observe the real scenario. Yeah, that's all.
Okay, thanks very much. We'll let you go, Kubra, and Pezhman, we'll invite you back at the end. And I'd just like to introduce Hamid Riza, and he's going to talk to us a little bit about the EIT Manufacturing and the SkillsMove project. So Hamid, if you'd like to just give us, I suppose, a quick background on yourself, and then just an introduction to the SkillsMove project, and I'll come off.
Sure, thank you, Barry. Hi everyone, my name is Hamid, and I am the Digital Learning Officer at EIT Manufacturing, and I work with the SkillsMove platform, and in a short while I will introduce the platform to you. If it's okay, I will be sharing my screen. Okay, you must be able to see my screen now.
Yep.
So, I would like to introduce the SkillsMove to you and share some key insights about why it stands out as an e-learning platform. First of all, SkillsMove is EIT Manufacturing's dedicated learning platform, and it's designed to support innovation and entrepreneurship education, as well as upskilling and reskilling the manufacturing workforce. At SkillsMove, we commit to providing tailored learning experiences without the need for significant investments. And I think in a rapidly evolving landscape, where staying ahead is very important to ensure that the current and the future workforce are equipped with the latest skills and knowledge to thrive. And now, why should we choose SkillsMove? First of all, the industry relevant topics. SkillsMove focuses on topics identified by the manufacturing industry itself. This means that the content is curated to meet the specific needs of the manufacturing stakeholders. And then the learning content are brought and developed with collaboration between the academia and the industry. And we provide certifications recognized by leading organizations. Moreover, we offer hands-on training and activities for practical skills. SkillsMove, we go beyond the traditional methods by offering hands-on activities that allow you to gain valuable insights and skills through practical experience. So now, who are the target of our platform? There are the workers, managers, professors, and the students in the manufacturing industry. And as long as the learners are, we welcome both the current and the future manufacturing workforce by providing a wide range of training opportunities, and the content are fully created and designed and categorized to meet the needs of the pupils, students, and the blue and white collar workers of the manufacturing industry. And whether you're just starting your journey or looking to enhance the existing skills, we offer tailored content for everyone. And as long as our trainers are, we offer a powerful tool for educators and the managers in the organizations who want to provide trainings for upskilling and reskilling of their workforce. Moreover, we offer learning content in two formats. Let's say we offer nuggets, which are free self-contained learning elements. They are short and around 10 to 15 minutes each, and they comprise of different topics. And we offer learning paths, which are under payment, and they are set of modules and designed and curated in a sequential and comprehensive approach to have a better understanding and holistic understanding of a specific subject or a skill. And by finalizing a learning path, you will have to complete a final assessment, which enables you to receive our EIT Manufacturing Label Certificate if you complete the assessment. Where to find us? skillsmove.eu is our address, and by going to skillsmove.eu, you have the opportunity to sign up and to start viewing the content and selecting and start the consumption. And I want to be not to take much of your time, so this is the address of mine and my colleague Linda, which you can always reach out to us for any further questions. Thank you, everyone.
That's great. Thanks, Hamid. I'd just like to invite Pezhman back and let him kind of close the information session. Again, if anyone has any questions, you can put it into the Q&A section. Otherwise, I'll leave the final words to Pezhman.
Okay, thanks very much, Barry, and thanks, Hamid, for your presentation on the SkillsMove. So just maybe a final wrap up in a few sentences, just to kind of say what is this program all about. So this program, basically professional certificate in digital facility layout planning, would equipped all potential learners with the ability to design, redesign manufacturing or service facilities. So as the learner who completes this this program, you will be able to troubleshoot any facility layout inefficiencies, or be able to analyze what to change, what not, and validate any improvements that you're going to implement in your layouts, but virtually. One of the, let's say, key facts for this learning, for this professional certificate, is that it's all being delivered online. The theoretical content would be all delivered through SkillsMove. So that means when you're registered to this UCD Professional Certificate, you will be assigned to the related learning path on the SkillsMove. So you will receive all the theoretical content that you have to know, so that then you can apply them on a practical case study in your own organization if you're currently, employed in a related field, together with the help of an academic supervisor to implement and accomplish your project as part of the second module. And then finally, as I said, it is fully flexible. So it doesn't matter if you're working full time. Any free times that you might get, you can, on a self-paced basis, you can complete this professional certificate. You may want to spend maybe a week just to get it done, or 2 weeks, or you want to do it maybe 2 hours, 3 hours every week to spend on it during the a given trimester, September start or January start. So it's quite flexible. So any questions that you may have related to this setup and your potential enrollment, as I said, feel free to email me or my colleagues, Barry, and also the team, and we will be more than happy to help you. And that's all from me. Thanks very much for attending, and hopefully we can see you in the near future. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks, Pezhman, and thanks to Hamid and Cooper for joining us, and we'll close it there. Thank you.
Thanks.